I want to say, man, appreciate y'all joining. Welcome back to the family. Welcome back to the mob. Welcome back to the gang. We are here to inspire, help, and just kind of like give you a different perspective on life, whether that's finances, whether that's a perspective on relationships, motivation. Our last video was about talking about being 2 feet in and how, being 2 feet in can get you ahead because you're right where your feet is at, and you're going to work at everything you need to work at and just stay consistent by doing a certain things you need to do. Because if you're not 2 feet in, that means you're 2 feet out. So that's what we kind of talked about there. But I think today, what kind of been pondering on my YouTube and how I've been, just kind of been searching and how I've been feeling is about, your money habits keeping you poor. And so I came across this video that I'm gonna show y'all. And I think that is helpful. I think that is very helpful. I think that you guys are going to learn something today in this 8 minutes. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Just follow me on everything. The name is right here. It's Revels. Just type in Revels on everything. It's all my social media platforms. It might be an underscore or something like that, but just type in Revels. That's me. But yeah, man, I hope everybody's doing well, man. I hope everybody's blessed, highly favored. I hope everybody mental is going, the way they need to go. I hope everybody, is in line with what they want to do, and just kind of like doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So just stay focused, man. I know this shit can be hard. It could be draining. Just stay focused. But now let's get in the video, though. Let's get into the video. Like I said, man, I wanted to talk about, your money habits keeping you poor. So I kind of like jot down some things and kind of like had a base of things what I wanted to talk about. And I was basically also thinking about like maybe, doing some one-on-one calls here in the near future and kind of talk about this and different things like that. But I want to say one thing, that your money habits are keeping you poor. That's just what it is. Where you putting your money, how you spend your money is just keeping you poor. You know what I'm saying? It's not your job. It's not the government's job. It's not the economy's job. It's you. It's just you. It's the way you spend your money. It's like really killing you. Like I see people in the chat talking and different things like that. But listen, y'all. Your bad money habits are the reason that you're still broke. Not your boss, not your system. You need to find a balance in how to spend your money. Like I get it, you want to go out and travel. I get it, you want to go out and have fun and party and different things like that. But if you don't have the funds to do so, you don't need to be doing so. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what it is. It's your spending, it's your mindset, it's your discipline. And until you honestly just face it head on, you will stay exactly where you are. Struggling, paycheck to paycheck. Like, we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear it all the time. Like the system against you. Life is expensive. It's hard out here. And yeah, don't get me wrong. Those are some of these things out here. But instead of playing the game on defense, try to play on offense. I'm not saying the game isn't rigged like this, the whole system. But you have to make the most of it and give yourself a chance. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all playing yourself worse than the system is. Say you make $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. You're living like you make $10,000 a month. That just doesn't make sense. Where is the $7,000 or the $8,000? Where's that coming from? It just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So I think here, what you guys need to start doing is just like put money to a side, invest the money here, putting this here, because every dollar counts. My stepdad told me a long time ago growing up, when he taught me about all my finances and different things like that, he said, they don't care how much they take, they gonna take. They want 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, $1. They gonna keep racking up. They wanna keep taking. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, prime example, I live below my means completely. Bills super low. You know what I mean? Just cause I know where I want to be at. Two, what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, y'all gotta understand that, man. You in here. A lot of this comes with discipline. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep getting deep into it, but a lot of it comes with discipline. If you ain't got no discipline outside of your spending habits, you ain't got no discipline. You can't even go to the gym every day. I mean, or not every day, but when you want to go to the gym, how do you expect to save $3, $4, $5 grand? You know what I'm saying? Like you door dashing every day, every meal. You door dashing everything. Like every sneaker drop, you getting it. Every new iPhone, you getting it. But can't afford a $400 emergency if that came up. That just doesn't make sense. You got these $400 pair of sneakers, but you don't have $400 for your son if he need to go to the hospital, for your daughter, or for yourself. God forbid anything happened to you, you don't got it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you are not broke because life is unfair. That's not how, like, you are broke because your decision making they're all undisciplined. All your decision making, the way you make decisions is just undisciplined because your life is undisciplined. Your life hasn't been disciplined. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. A lot of times I was talking to a friend and we had a conversation. I was like, we were born into this life, and granted, our parents were supposed to teach us these things that we need to know as far as, financial literacy and all this stuff. Our parents probably didn't teach us these things. So now we're unlearning all this stuff through YouTube and through all this free education that is in our face. But at the same time, you got to take initiative to learn this stuff. You just wasn't taught that. If you don't have good finances, you wasn't taught that growing up. You know what I mean? If you don't have good finances, it's a reflection of who your parents are. It's just that simple. That's just what it is. Like and here's the thing, like, don't think that's a bad thing. It's just legit what it is. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that's what y'all gotta understand. You gotta understand. That's what I'm saying. Nobody taught us how to manage money. You know what I mean? Like, we were just going with the flow. Like, you seen your parents going with the flow. They was making shit happen. So what we doing? Making shit happen. That's a struggle mindset. Play life on offense. I think I said that just a couple seconds ago. Play on offense, not defense. You defend, like, come on, man. Some of y'all saw your parents go paycheck to paycheck. And as a kid, you don't have no responsibilities. You thinking it's normal. But just because that's what you came from, don't mean that's what you have to stay in. You have to reprogram this and the money around you. Stop treating money emotionally. Stop spending it when you feel good. You need to be saving, disciplined, and investing. You know what I'm saying? Just stop doing shit because it just feels good or just because it's a fucking thing. That doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? You also gotta think, broke people have rich habits backwards. Like, that's and I'm gonna be honest with you, like, if you don't have a good standing financially in your finances, you are broke. Just what it is. Like, it was a clip I seen when I was watching stream or whatever. He was like, yo, you got $130 or whatever. She was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, you don't have the $150. She was on the boat but didn't have $150. I get it. The content creation is good. You're investing in blah, blah, blah. But still, at the same time, you also got to understand, bro, you got to have a safety net for yourself. What if some emergency happened? What if things happen? You got to have that money. You know what I'm saying? From what I read, and from the information that I got, here's some things that rich people do. They buy assets first and have fun later. You know what I mean? The foundation. You probably like, Rebels, what the fuck you talking about? Let me break it down to you. You want new shoes. You want the bottle service. You want a new outfit every weekend or every time you go on a trip. You want to go on trips. What you need is a fucking budget, a plan, and this shift it completely so you can make some money, so you can have some fucking money. So how do you fix it? And I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, y'all been here this long in this video, because you're like, damn, well, get to the point. I want to understand. I want to know how can I fix it. You need to track every dollar. That's number one. Track every dollar. You know what I'm saying? Every dollar, where is it going? For the first 3 months, just track that shit. Go to ChatGPT. How can I track my spending with this? This is my monthly income. This is what I make. How can I track my money? You know what I'm saying? You need to cut emotional spending out, because you're not entitled to treating yourself every time when you're sad. You're just not, bro. Like, who tells you that? Go to the gym. Just that simple. Go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Third thing, create a budget. You need the budget. Yo, you gotta have that. You got that tracker in your mindset. You ain't gotta spend money when you get sad, or your boyfriend cuss you out, or your girlfriend say F you, whatever the case may be. Now you got the budget. ChatGPT will help you budget. ChatGPT will help you budget. Build an emergency fund. You gotta build an emergency fund for yourself. I ain't talking about for anybody else. I'm talking about for you. You know what I mean? Last thing, invest into information. Okay? You wanna have this information. That don't necessarily mean money. Invest your time into information. You know what I'm saying? Read, watch, learn, apply. Money isn't hard to figure out. It's just not taught on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Money isn't hard to figure out. It's just not taught on purpose. So once you understand that, you'll be good. All right? And I want to share this video that I came up with, because I think that this video will help you tremendously. I do. I really do. I really think this video will help you tremendously. I think that the first couple of minutes of this video, he broke down a lot of information, and I haven't even finished the video, but once he broke this information down, I started writing, started typing. I started, damn, here's some good information. So I want to kind of give it to y'all. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Hold on.
Often,
and you can subscribe to his channel or whatever if you want.
One of the most interesting things that I've ever seen, and it took me some time to understand, is that when people win the lottery, often, if it's big, 100,000, 50,000, 200,000, we don't even want to speak about 1 million. But when people win the lottery, they're often broke in a year to 2 years, probably less than that.
Because you don't have those things I just named.
Understand why that was. But to understand that, I had to look at and understand why they were playing the lottery in the first place. And what I understood was that the major reason that people who won the lottery would be broke in 6 months or 1 year was because they didn't have the training, which was the very reason that they didn't have the money in the first place. It was by a stroke of luck that they won the money, but the lack of training made them give the money back. Herein lies my point. In order to live, I won't use the word comfortably,
okay,
but in order
free
to live the life that you desire, that you can do the things that you want to do, you can travel and you can do many different things. You have to have financial discipline. You have to have financial literacy.
I just said that.
And most people that win the lottery do not have financial literacy. In fact, most of us, the way that we grow up typically without having, or at least the people from the city of Detroit and the city of Baltimore, and many people from Chicago and Oakland, and these predominant.
That's general. That's everybody. He just named a couple of states because that's where he's from. A couple of places because that's where he's from. But that's everybody.
Predominantly African American areas, or even the areas where you have mucho Dominicanos, you have Boricua, Puerto Rican people. what we see in these urban areas is that people are living check to check. Not every single person, but most people are living check to check. And the reason that they're living check to check is not about them not making money. Now, they might not be making 500,000, 100,000, or 1 million, but they are generating income. We know that the cost of living has risen drastically over the years, of course.
100%.
But yet and still, we're all still making money because this is how we are surviving. We're not thriving. That's the other issue. So here's the deal. What I figured out a long time ago was that the main thing that you had to pay for in this world is usually going to be where you live. That's usually going to be your biggest cost. Take away loans, take away all of that. Your biggest cost for most people is going to be where they live. People complain about the rent. So I said, okay, I need to focus on being able to not only cover my rent, but cover up to a year or at least 6 months if I needed to. That was the first thing that I had to figure out, because where I came from, we just living. Usually your parents say, we don't have it, we can't afford that. So what we find is that we're going through that indoctrination, not because our parents are bad people, it's because they're giving you the reality of their purse or their wallet. So we didn't have it, but there was a reason why we didn't have it. So what we got indoctrinated with was a poverty-conscious mind. You think money growing trees, that would be one of the other things that you will hear. You think money growing trees? Actually, it would be better for me to think money grows on trees, because what that would do for my mind is that would let me know that money comes easily, money comes frequently, albeit maybe through a skill set or something, but money would come. But now when I'm programmed to think that it's difficult for money to come, that money is hard to come by, then that's what's going to be my inner voice, because the parent is the inner voice of the child as they get older. It's
a fact. That's a fact. So I just want y'all to go, you feel me, do your research. Y'all just gotta do your research, man. Do your research. This is his YouTube right here. So he got a lot of free game, lots of free game. So you can, you can soak this game up and he's posting consistently. So that's good too. But yeah, man, so you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, bro. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? It's your money habits. Your money habits are killing you and it's keeping you poor. And that's all I wanted to say, man. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I want to help y'all get out of that rut. I want to help y'all, you know what I mean, expand and live the life you want to live. Like he said, don't use the word comfortably, but just use the word, do the things you want to do. You know what I mean? I know what you're going through. I've been there, paycheck to paycheck, missing certain payments on certain things. I feel like at some point, not everybody has been there, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can get out of that. It all starts with you, man. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm gone.